Guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 11, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news, red alert, I would like to share to you guys. It says here, we have had a major sleeping giant airlift for several hours now, as the Bear warship with hypersonic, we're talking about Zircon, and the nuclear power submarine were found 30 and 80 kilometers respectively off the coast of Florida, in an unprecedented show of force and yard of the sleeping giant. A KC-135 stratotanker and two P-8 Poseidon aircraft were flying in the area searching for the Bear nuclear-powered submarine. But they keep telling us not to worry. Don't panic. Everything's fine. The hunt for Red October in the sleeping giant backyard, 30 kilometers from the coast of Florida. It keeps getting closer and closer, guys. It's getting closer and closer. Last time it was 40, and now it's 30. A Bear warship and submarine with equipment and firing position. The Great Sleeping Giant Air Force mobilization. Let's stop here for a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 30 kilometers? 30 kilometers? How many miles? Hold on, give me a second. What is that? 27 miles? How many is that? That's 18. No, it can't be 18 miles. Is it 18 miles? $30 is 18 miles. 30 kilometers is 18 miles. Well, almost, well, basically 19 miles. I'm in shock. This is really close now, guys. This is really close. Extremely close. I'm gonna have to fill up the tank. I'm gonna have to get my stuff ready, guys. Again, this is getting really ugly now. This is getting really... Look, I'm not trying to spook no one here in the state of Florida, the Sunshine State. But this thing is getting closer and closer. And you have the sleeping giant Gov telling us not to panic. Yeah, and then you have Canadian and sleeping giant warships out there. And the P-8 Poseidon sub-hunter looking for this thing. Guys, they're saying that the Bear could fire... And there's no stopping it because it's too close. They could fire. It could hit the Sunshine State in less than a minute. And again, I'm not trying to spook no one here, guys. But this is where we at. This is where we at. 30 kilometers from the coast of Florida. Guys, that's 19 miles. This thing is 19 miles away from Florida. If you can, please share this video. We have had a major sleeping giant airlift for several hours now, as the Bear, once again warship with Zircon, and the nuclear power submarine were found 30 and 80 kilometers respectively off the coast of Florida in an unprecedented show of force and yard of the sleeping giant. Now, a KC-135 stratotanker and two of the P-8 Poseidon aircraft were flying in the search an area searching for the Bear nuclear-powered submarine. A total of five warships were deployed around the Bear flotilla, 2 Sleeping Giant Olive Bird-class destroyers, 1 Canadian, and 1 French. So they're out there. They're out there right now off the coast of Florida. You have all these ships out there, and they're telling us not to watch some Golden Girls and I Love Lucy. Okay, so these are the stuff that is out there. Please share this video. I'm going to bring you all the latest updates. These are the stuff that is out there. The Sleeping Giant Donald Cook. USS Donald Cook. USS Truxton. SCGC Stone. 1 more unidentified. And you have the HMCS Ville, which is Canadian one. And then you have the French. Polynesia. These stuff is out there right now. They're out there right now. Celebrity Reflection is getting a good view. This will be the only time I will want to be on a cruise. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what you see here, I believe is the Bear subs and warship along with the Sleeping Giant warship and Canadian and French warship out there. This is right in front of Florida. And they're telling us not to panic. Photo of part of the Bear flotilla and escort as seen from the Celebrity Reflection cruise ship. Whoa. Oh, look at this. They're in the southern tip now of Florida. Sleeping Giant Air Force KC-135 Strata tanker is in the unusual spot this morning, orbiting just southwest of where the Bear flotilla and escorts are pinging on AIS. Remember I told you guys? I told you the MacDill Air Force Base. That's the one right there. The MacDill Air Force Base. That's the one that I showed you guys yesterday. That is the #1 basically target if the Bear want to strike Florida. That would be the region right there. That's the MacDill Air Force Base. Give me a second here. That's the MacDill Air Force Base. And I did mention this yesterday. That's in Tampa. This is the one right here. Whoops. That's the one right there, MacDill Air Force Base. Let me show you the map, alright? Let me zoom it out so you guys have a better view. See, that's the one. That's the same picture. So the MacDill Air Force Base, and down here you have the Sleeping Giant and you have the Bear. The Bear is also in this region right here. They always, yeah, they were like right here yesterday, not too far from West Palm Beach. And then you have the P-8 Poseidon Sub Hunter were patrolling that area too. So this is the MacDill Air Force Base, and right here this morning there was a lot of activity going on in this region. Let me show you. Let me take you back to here. This is the one. You see that? That's the MacDill Air Force Base. And you have the US Air Force right here, and it seems like the Bear is somewhere in this region. Wow. Wow. That's the one. Alright, so this is a Sleeping Giant Air Force KC-135 Strato, tanker. Is in the unusual spot this morning, orbiting just southwest of where the Bear flotilla and escorts are pinging on AIS. Seems like it's that side right there. It seems like Florida will be like one of the main targets here. So these are the stuff that we have out there. We have the support of Canada and France. Wow, you see that side? You see all this here? Yeah, like I say, guys, it seems like the Sleeping Giant and the Bear and Canada and all them, they're out there. Wow. Confirmation that the 4-time Allied vessel 3 of the Sleeping Giant 1 of Canada were indeed providing what I'm sure is a friendly escort to the Bear Navy vessels 26 mile. It's a friendly escort, which means that they're possibly telling them, you guys are coming way too close. Just go back international water. You're coming way too close to the state of Florida. So just it seems like yeah, that's what he's doing there. This is really hot. This is really, really hot. Surprise emerged of the Bear nuclear power submarine, ? According to the Bear media, while the Bear warship, arrived in Cuba after visiting the coast of Florida, the same did not happen with the nuclear power submarine. According to the available data, the Sleeping Giant naval forces were intensively searching for the Bear submarine yesterday, June 10th. Now, we did talk about that the P-8 Poseidon sub-hunter aircraft. It says here, finally, once again, the submarine was spotted just today, about 80 kilometers off the coast of Florida. Man, this is really hard to detect those submarines. Again, it goes to tell you that we're not fully prepared for the Bear, and we can't find their subs. The Sleeping Giant alert was due to the fact that the Bear vessels had activated all sensors and their equipment were in firing position. Oh my goodness! Wow! The Sleeping Giant alert was due to the fact that the Bear vessels had activated all sensors and their equipment were in firing position. This is extremely rare and shows that the Bear willingness to escalate. My goodness, this thing is oh man. The Bear was ready. They were ready to fire, it seemed like. They probably did that just to tease or mess around with the Sleeping Giant military. But that's, again, that's not a good thing there. So you have the Yadsen can strike coastal targets such as naval bases and ports. Again, the MacDill base. Now to strike enemy ship, Yadsen-class sub carrying Onyx with a range of 320 kilometers. That's 592 kilometers. And that's 320 miles, which is 592 kilometers. In contrast, in a land strike role, the submarines carry Calib with a range of 1,600 miles, 2,963 kilometers. See, Florida to DC, how many miles is that? I don't think that's even 1,600 miles. Florida to DC. Florida to DC. The total driving distance from DC to Florida is 919 miles, or 1,479 kilometers. It's not even 1,400 to New York. Well, the total driving distance from New York to Florida is 1,237. They have something very powerful here, which is again, some of these equipments. Again, for example, that 320 miles that could strike here in Florida. That 320 miles. Again, what is that? That's the Yasen. Oh no, the Onyx. The Onyx missile could be used for only Florida, which MacDill base. That Caleb, with a range of 1,600 nautical miles, that's again, that's like up north, possibly NY, Illinois, Tennessee. Tennessee, there's a base. Kentucky, Virginia. I mean, man, they got some very powerful equipments that could hit multiple states. The upgraded submarine can also fire Zircon. Now, Zircon seems like it's the most powerful one. Zircon, which are said to have a range of 1,000 kilometers and a speed of Mach 8. That's the most powerful one. It seems like this one here could be used. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but this one here is like for the Sunshine State. And guys, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm not saying that the bear is gonna fire towards us. It's the stuff that they have. I'm just giving you guys, like, what if they want to strike the Sleeping Giant? Which states? Cuba is 250 kilometers from the Sleeping Giant, with the range of the Bear equipment being multiple times. The Bear had previously locked down an area of 600 kilometers in the Atlantic Ocean. Zircon, Caleb, and Onyx fired into the Atlantic Ocean. Earlier, the Bear nuclear power sub and the Warship and others practiced the use of high precision equipment in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the Bear Defense Ministry announced today the exercises included, once again, hitting target from a distance of more than 600 kilometers, and exercises with anti-aircraft fire. For obvious reasons, the exact location of the Bear High School is not mentioned, but the Bear made sure to pass their message to the geographically isolated Sleeping Giant. So the message were sent to the Sleeping Giant. Think twice. Think twice. You hit us? You hit us with your equipment? If you give the green light to the yellow and blue to hit our territory, we will strike. So think twice. In particular, according to the Bear Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a mixed team of Northern Fleet consisting of the Project 885M NUKE-powered sub and the warship began exercises using high precision equipment in the Atlantic Ocean. So the exercise has begun. As part of the exercise, the ship and the sub practiced firing high precision missile against virtual enemy ships located at a distance of more than 600 kilometers. These exercises come just a few days after the Bear leader announced that the Bear equipment system will be given to the enemies of the Sleeping Giant and Europe, in order for the Sleeping Giant and Europe states to be paid with the same currency, receiving blows inside their territory with the Bear equipment. But why would they do that, Louis? Why? Well, because the Sleeping Giants is sending their equipments to the Yellow and Blue Country, UKR. And they're giving the green light to UKR to use our equipments to hit the bear territory. So the bear want to do the same thing and say, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine then. You see how the Sleeping Giants love looking for trouble? You see that? Leave the bear alone. Leave the bear alone and everything will be fine. But Louis, we must protect the yellow and blue. Yeah, we keep protecting the yellow and blue. It's going to lead us to this. Let the yellow and blue and the bear, let them two figure those things out. That's between them two. You will not see Louis going into Walmart and you see a huge, stampede and stuff going on there. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to stick my nose in others' business. I'm not. Again, when it comes to, lawlessness and all that crazy stuff. Guys, these links I will share in my Twitter page if you guys want to check it out. And that's where we at. Once again, this is a big breaking news update. I will keep you updated on all this information. Once again, a hunt for the Red October in the Sleeping Giant backyard, 30 kilometers from the coast of Florida. A bear warship and sub with equipment in firing position. Boom. Alright guys, again, as of right now, it's still considered an exercise. But they're going to be here until the end of summer. They're going to stay until the end of summer. And the reason why, because they want to make sure the Sleeping Giant leader, JOE, does not give the green light anymore to the yellow and blue to fire our stuff towards the bear country. Sadly, it's going to happen. F-16s are going to go in the yellow and blue. Why is it that the Sleeping Giant always love to put the Sleeping Giant land in this position? It ain't the bear that is bad. I'm more worried about the again, those in the spotlight here in the Sleeping Giant. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a light to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path. And that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.